Today, I would like to talk about innovative virtual world design for communicative language practice. My name is Masato Kikuchi. Here's the overview. In 2020, Wan, Lan, Chen, Lin, and Gupta investigated and synthesized research findings on the impact of 3D virtual world on language learning, published between 2008 and 2019. Their results showed task-based instruction, game, and a teacher-based approach used in 3D virtual worlds led to great linguistic gains. So here's the objective of this project. Based on these findings, an innovative 3D virtual world game was built. In this game, learners can practice language comprehension and language production skills in Japanese with visualized feedback. This was designed as a multiplayer virtual world game in Second Life. In this 3D virtual world game, a learner can interact with its content through meaningful language production and comprehension. Learners can observe immediate communicative consequences of his or her language output in an immersive environment. This is an experience that is different from more conventional language exercises in which learners' language production is assessed in terms of its accuracy and appropriateness based on the expected language model, i.e., correct answer. There are 4 highlights of the game. Number 1. Limited but natural language interaction, state inquiries and requests between learners and the surrounding 3D objects. Number 2. 3D objects' verbal and physical reactions are immediately visible to learners. Number 3. HUD, head-up display, records learners' progress toward a goal within the game context. Number 4. In the last part of the game, the learner uses a magic wand to change the states of various 3D objects through verbal commands. Successful attempts reveal clues to reach the final treasure. Some links and acknowledgement. This 3D virtual world platform is accessible via SLURL, the following. This virtual space is generously provided by Randall Sadler, the owner of EduNation 3 in Second Life. To experience it, you need to have a Second Life account, which is free, and create your own 3D avatar. Please also install and run a Second Life viewer. While your SL viewer is running in the background, click on the SLURL above within a web browser to teleport to the location. Alternatively, you can paste the SLURL above in the chat window within an SL viewer. One of the activities in the game is to drive a car with verbal commands. In the game, locate and click on the Start Here pad. This will launch a new car. You must sit on the car to claim it as yours. If not, the car will disappear in 40 seconds. The pad will also give you a car HUD head-up display. Once you sit on the car, you will be asked to choose the driving mode. There are 2 driving modes. 1. Key drive mode. This will allow you to drive the car by pressing the cursor keys. The car will give you directions in Japanese through chat. The HUD will record your progress. 2. The car will automatically slow down and stop at each intersection. Choose the next direction after it comes to a complete stop. 3. If you turn left or right too early, the car may go off-road. Hitting an object while driving will cause an accident. Too many accidents will break the car. 4. You can start over by typing Shift left cursor. Hold down the Shift key and type the cursor left key. The second drive mode is text drive mode, which is for language production. Number 1, text drive mode. This allows you to drive the car by verbal commands in Japanese through chat. You must tell the car which way to go, such as まっすぐ行ってください, go straight. 次の角を右に曲がってください, turn right at the next corner, etc. 2. Initially, the HUD will instruct you to click on buttons 1 to 3 to set your destination. If you reach each destination, you'll be unset to do the next task. After completing the task, return to the car. 3. If you just tell the car to turn left, it will turn left immediately. If you tell the car to turn left at the next corner, it will go straight until the next corner and turn left. 4. A new verbal command will override the execution of the current command. 5. To start over from the beginning, type 帰れ, return. The car will fly back to the starting position. Here are other driving commands. How to display available commands. Click on the car while you're driving it. How to change the drive modes. Unset, stand up from the car. Click on the car to clear the drive modes. Sit on the car again to choose a new drive mode. During the text drive mode, learners can start a hunt for treasure. At destination 1, a greenhouse, obtain a key to Jay's home. At destination 2, a yellow house, obtain a magic wand and its HUD. At destination 3, Jay's home, practice language production skills to use transitive verbs. At Jay's home, successful verbal requests will result in immediate visual feedback in 3D. This includes lighting a candle. ろうそくをつけてください. The candle lights up after this request. This also reveals the explorer's note, a clue to find the hidden treasure. Opening a desk drawer. 引き出しを開けてください. The drawer comes open. This also reveals a password. Turning on a computer. コンピューターをつけてください. This will reveal the next clues. Boiling water. 鍋に水を入れてください. レンジをつけてください. The water fills a saucepan. After the cooking stove is turned on, the water comes to a boil. Picking up a fallen apple and put it on the table. リンゴを拾ってテーブルに置いてください. The apple is placed on the table. When all the tasks are completed, learners will receive the hidden treasure. Additional information. Most objects on this platform is clickable. If you click on them, they will tell you how to refer to them in Japanese. Each object is aware of how far you are in relation to it, so it will use different demonstrative pronouns. For example, これは J さんの家です. This is Jay's home. それは J さんの家です. That is Jay's home. あれは J さんの家です. That over there is Jay's home. If you're standing on a place like a park, it will use これ this. これは公園です. This is a park. In a hidden location, there are separate objects that manage information. And these are language server, which processes language input received by a magic wand, data server, which manages the performance record of each player, and asset server, which manages information on temporary objects each player has. Part 2 of my presentation is the demonstration. My avatar just clicked on Start Here pad to spawn a new car. It is now positioning itself to start. It is also getting me a HUD to show my progress. I will sit on it and select the key drive mode. The first direction is まっすぐ行ってください, go straight. Then I get 次の角を右に曲がってください, turn right at the next corner. So I turned right at the corner by pressing the right arrow. Now it says まっすぐ行って twice, so I keep moving forward. Now it says 突き当たりを左に曲がってください, turn left at the end of the street. So I'm turning left. I arrived at the destination. 着きました. You'll be unset with ありがとうございました. Thank you. I will sit on the car to resume my travel. It gives me my next direction to turn left and asks 次の角を右に曲がってください. Turn right at the next corner. If I don't follow the direction, it will say 道が違います. A wrong direction is taken. I arrived at the second destination. Here, HUD shows the information. This means the car had 14 balls, 0 accident, arrived twice with a total of 18 points so far. Several minutes later. At the end, you get 練習が終わりました. You finished the practice. I will switch to the text drive mode now. To do that, I click on the car and sit on the car again. My destination 1 is 緑の家, a greenhouse on the left. To move the car, I need to issue a verbal request. I typed 次の角を左に曲がってください. Turn left at the next corner. I typed the same command one more time. I type 玄関の前で止めて Stop in front of the entrance door. The HUD says この家に鍵があります. There's a key in this house. I found a key box, so I clicked on it. I received a key. The key is now attached to the screen. I'm going to destination 2 now. It says destination 2 is 黄色い家, a yellow house. I typed 公園の角を左に曲がって turn left at the park corner. typed the same request one more time. The HUD says, この家の中に魔法の杖とその HUD があります。Which means there are a magic wand and its HUD in this house. I now have a magic wand and its HUD. Destination 3 is J-san no ie, J's home. It's behind me. I typed U-turn してください. Make a U-turn. Then まっすぐ行って go straight and then 公園の角を右に曲がってください. Turn right at the park corner. And finally at destination 3, J's home. The HUD says there are 6 tasks here. First, light the candle. It's dark inside. There's something in front of me. The object says, テーブルの上にろうそくがあります. There's a candle on the table. I typed, ろうそくをつけてください. Light the candle. The candle is lit, and the table is now visible. There's a note on the table with a first clue. It talks about completing 6 remaining tasks here to reveal the treasure. There's a desk with drawers and a computer on top. I typed 引き出しを開けて and a drawer opens. There's a memo pad inside. It may be the password for the computer. I typed コンピューターをつけて and a pop-up window opens. The computer is turned on and there's a message on the screen. キッチンに行ってお湯を沸かしてください. Go to the kitchen and boil water. It also asks me to pick up a fallen apple and put it on the table. You can go into the kitchen now. There's a sink with a saucepan and a cooking stove next to it. I'm typing 鍋に水を入れてください. Put water into the saucepan. Water starts to run, and the saucepan says 水が入りました. The water is filled. I typed 止めて to stop the water. Then 鍋をレンジに置いて put it on the kitchen stove. The saucepan moves to the stove. I typed お湯を沸かしてください. Boil the water. But it says レンジがついていません. The cooking stove is not on. So I typed レンジをつけて turn it on, and it comes on. After a while, the water starts to boil and says お湯が沸きました. The water is now boiling. The last task is to pick up the fallen apple. I typed リンゴを拾って pick up the apple. The apple thanks me and floats around me. I typed テーブルの上に置いて put it on the table. And that completes all the tasks. A music box comes on and sends me the treasure. Basic discourse awareness is built into each object to make the conversation realistic. Initially, the learner can ask, "Is the candle lit?" Candle response, "Yes, it is." "Please put it out." Candle says, "I put out the candle." "Is it lit?" The candle says, "No, it isn't." "Please light it." The candle says, "I lit the candle." So who's I? Is there a spirit in the candle? The learner is asking, "Is the computer on?" The computer is saying, "No, it isn't." "So please turn it on." The computer is responding, "I turned on the computer." The focus shifted to the computer, so the candle is quiet now. The learner is asking, "Please turn it off." The computer says, "I turned off the computer." If the learner asks to turn it off again, the computer says it's no longer turned on. The best way to understand this is to consider this metaphor. The magic wand is talking to the spirit of each object. The spirit is aware of the last focus in the discourse. So that's how it works. What's next for this project? I'm planning to add a voice mode. Voice recognition will allow learners to speak to the computer instead of typing. I welcome any comments and questions.